'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. No more time for childish beefs. Fa la 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 la. Santa Claus gonna bring you some presents. Fa la 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 la. Hi, Erica J. How you doing? I done bumped into this story. Hi, the Sparkle Covington. Mocha Drop. So we know, let me let a couple people come in here when I get started, but we're all very familiar. Hi, Soul Sister Number One Show. Juicy Marble. So apparently this Christmas season has started because we have one of these beefs that have gone on for 5 or 6 years, right? It is between Armon Wiggins and the Wiley Show. This is one of those beefs when pretty much every day you will hear the name Armon Wiggins come out of Wiley's mouth for years, right? We don't know if he was attracted to him at some point. There seemed to be hints of that. Apparently they knew each other on Facebook before YouTube really got started good with this kind of commentary. They were somewhat friendly on Facebook. Wiley looked up to Armon apparently. And then they fell out and they fell out, right? But today I bumped into this thing. I don't know if it's the Christmas season or they in the spirit, but for some reason, Armon Wiggins decides to show up on Wiley's page. It is very entertaining. I recommend that you see it. But we're gonna we're claiming fair use here for the purposes of commentary. And we want to react to a little bit of this. Okay? Hold on a minute.
If a stranger on the street tries to exploit me in that way, it hits different than like my sister trying to exploit me in that way. So I knew you before YouTube for a lot of years. So, and I made a pact with you. I didn't make no pact with Tasha K. I never sat on the phone with Tasha K. I never looked out for Tasha K when a bitch was in a mental ward. I never tried to get Tasha K to move and live with me. I was never even considering having Tasha K in the same space. But for you, I did. I looked at you as a friend. I looked at you as a brother. And for you to continuously try to use me for your own selfish game, I don't fuck with you. Like, that's what you're missing. Tasha K, I met her on YouTube. I had a little bit of a deeper relationship with you.
Okay, so this is Armon addressing Wiley. Wiley has taken offense because there's a young man named, I think it's D-Not or D-Mott or some shit like that. They had this beef in a club recently where he pulled up on Armon Wiggins. Thank you, whoever that was. He pulled up on Armon Wiggins, right? And now Wiley is taking offense because Wiley wants to know, why are you taking a picture with this person and putting it up? Oh, there you are, Justin. Hi, Justin. Thank you. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, hold on a minute. Let me go back to where I was. Let's hear a little bit more of this. But the thing is, Wiley is jealous or mad or angry because Armon Wiggins has chosen to make up with this guy who he had a beef with recently and almost came to a physical altercation. He decided to forgive him, and they are taking a picture in all smiles on Armon Wiggins' channel. This guy named D-Not, I believe is his name. Wiley said, well, this man threatened to fuck you up physically, and you going to forgive him and take pictures with him? Why not with me? But yet you won't let me on your page and you won't mention my name. So Wiley is taking offense for Armon Wiggins making up with people, not only with this guy, D-Not, but also with Tasha K. Now, just like we are used to hearing Wiley mention Armon Wiggins virtually every broadcast he has, we also are used to hearing Armon Wiggins mentioning Tasha K. Tasha K. I want to talk about Tasha K. Right. So he decided to forgive all these damn people. He don't want to drag no ghouls or spirits into 2024. However, he has not reached out to Wiley, and Wiley's mad about it. He's mad about it. So mad. He's mad about it. He said there's some leaks in your old building.
And we never, and I
it doesn't matter if we met or not.
And I want to put this on the record.
It was deeper than Natasha K.
Again, you
than a former role. So at this point, girl, you carried just like them, and people were believing it a little bit more.
I don't think they will ever believe in that, Armon Wiggins. It's not true.
You used it. You exploited our relationship for your own monetary gain.
Like I told Tasha K.
You did that.
Again, like when you brought up Tasha K, I said
you used our history and our relationship to build your platform,
and you didn't listen.
This has been a long time coming. And surfing tangents too, you are exactly right. Did Armon really make Wiley's dreams come true? Wiley has been trying to provoke this dude for 5 years, right? This Armon Wiggins guy, he says he wants nothing to do with Wiley. Wiley's a liar. Wiley makes up shit. Wiley's a hater, correct? But he will not acknowledge him. And for Armon, he's chosen to back him up, recognizing his sensitivity and knowing that Wiley does have some affection for him. He chooses to ignore him, and Wiley takes it so personally because, wait a minute, because the man will not even acknowledge him, no matter how much he cussed, how many stories he tells, how many stories he reviews of his, he will not acknowledge him. So you're right, Surfing Tangents. He has answered while he dreams. Armon Wiggins drops into his chat today, and they have an extensive conversation. Many areas are covered. But let's let them do some of the talking. Then we'll have our commentary.
You did that.
No, you're trying to play nice. Oh, Tasha K can do this. I met these people 2-3 years ago. Bitch, I've been knowing you since 2015.
And we never met in person.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You came out and said we didn't have no relationship. It was over. It was done. We didn't have her. We weren't friends. You said that out your mouth.
It doesn't matter.
I can eat the rest
of the relationship. You
have said, girl, you want to play these semantics games. You know what it gives. So you want to sit up here and act like, girl, you know we was on Facebook. You know that we came into this YouTube shit together, and you know what you did. I'm not gonna play these games with you. So you're not like, it's different than meeting a person yesterday and then trying some funny shit. You check it quick, you move on. But a person that builds a rapport with you and you have years with you and know you, for them to do some weird shit, that hits different. I'm not fucking with you. Period. You don't have to get it, but that's how I move. Call it what you want. I'm done talking about it. That's just what it is. But we had way too much history for you to carry on like that.
Word, though.
Girl, you talk about Jason Lee. I don't give a fuck about Jason.
It's not just about Jason. It's Jason, Tasha K, Nick at Night. Everybody you can fall out with. Now you're cool back with them, but everybody don't have that same grace.
No, listen.
Everybody don't have that same grace, because what you do is all right. What we do, if we don't follow
what are you talking about? I'm not
Wiggins way,
what are you talking about? I'm saying you can fall out with whoever you want to fall out back and be cool with. But I've fallen out with you and tried to be cool with you. So you're no different. There's never with you. It's always something.
But nobody asks. But Armon, this is the thing that gets.
No, but you keep trying to make it seem like everybody can't do it. I'm saying I've tried to be cool with you. So it's not that I try to just be.
Why did Armon Wiggins drop in on that dude's page? Doesn't Armon Wiggins know Wiley well enough to know that as soon as this this chat is over, Wiley's going to go right back to insulting him, making up stories about him. He's going to go back to dragging him. It's going to happen in the same day. Now, I think Armon Wiggins should know that. Apparently, he really wanted to address this issue with this guy, Denot. They also go into this thing with this official King Payne, where he also is not fucking with him. So slowly, we see all the queens have all separated from each other. I don't know why we tend to fight with each other, but it is what it is. He talked about this King, a guy who I never got. This guy with the feather duster and all this shit. apparently they were friends going all the way back into their history. They went to school together, and then they fell out, right? And so then that guy, he became, he decided he wanted to do a 17-part expose on Wiley, and Armon Wiggins was encouraging. So that's where they at now. Let's see if there's anything more interesting here. Hold on.
Be cool with everybody and exclude you. I've tried to make peace with you. It just doesn't work, so I'm done.
Well, Armon, you keep saying
you're no different than the
but
people
you
you keep
always
missing.
feel because
I've made peace with them. I've tried to make.
I don't understand the logic.
What the logic is, girl, I tried to make peace with you as well.
Well,
that's
again, if Armon, if it's no peace, then why still trying to make? You're calling into the show. Nobody requests you to call. That I can't communicate. We blocked.
Okay, girl, you want to keep? Okay, I'm
saying that we blocked.
I'm over it because now you talking about I'm calling in. You know why I'm calling in. So what are you trying to say?
Because we talking about the whole did I think is I just think you calling it, which is great, but we having a conversation and you were upset about I'm bringing up some arguments, but you have.
I'm not upset, but I don't like you trying to. No, because you're which I don't like when you try to go like take the conversation from one end to the next end to try to make it like, girl, like, what are you saying? Like, you're trying to take me all over the place. Like, stop. Like, let's land on a point. The bottom line is this. You're trying to make it seem like I'm saying you can't be cool with people and I be back cool with them. You fall out with somebody, be cool with who you want to follow. Be cool with who you want to be cool with. But what I'm saying is don't only be cool with people when they don't like me. If you're going to be cool with them, be cool with them.
Okay. So I don't know what they call their sector over there. They all review celebrities. They do celebrity gossip, right? There's about 5 of these kind of characters over there. Tasha K is kind of one of the big ones over in that particular sector, but there are several of them. And Wiley's always felt left out. Wiley was originally over here. He made his first landing. They started YouTube together. Wiley made his landing here in the beef sector first, while Armon Wiggins went into celebrity gossip right away. Correct. And I was just thinking. Yeah, I'm getting strong vibes that Wiley is actually an admirer of Armon Wiggins, and that this is a big opportunity for him because he's never got this man to even acknowledge that he exists. Correct. You see in my thumbnail, I did find a picture of them together. So at one point they were friends, just like with the King other guy were friends, whatever. I don't know why this would be significant over here in this particular sector, but we're all very familiar with Wiley. Wiley was here. Wiley was a hellraiser over here for quite some time. He decided to move over to that sector. He says that he's doing much better over there with the celebrity gossip, but they're not really accepting him in that crowd. And his numbers are essentially the same. He did get a lot more subscribers, but you know how subscribers, we don't know how they hang around or whatever. People who are actually watching him, he still struggles under 1,000 views, right? And he feels like he's been blacklisted over there by the likes of Armon Wiggins. But they both talk shit about each other. Primarily, Wiley is his panties just dripping right now because this is somebody that I think he probably wanted. What y'all think? Are y'all familiar with these characters? Didn't they fall out because Wiley, when Tasha K mentored Wiley? I think it started even before that. Didn't they fall out because of Wiley when Tasha K mentored Wiley? Well, he turned on her as well. Wiley didn't seem to be able to help himself. He can't really sustain online friendships. I believe it might be associated with his bipolar disorder. I think that sometimes he just comes on and he has all this energy and he'll spit out basically anything. And we're very glad he's not tearing up libraries anymore. But at the same time, he still does have this ongoing diagnosis. And so no matter what they say, later on, Armon Wiggins does say, it doesn't matter what I say, but tomorrow I'll be back on the chopping block. And it is the truth. Wiley can be your friend while he's talking to you. And immediately after he starts talking to you, I've experienced it myself. He starts talking shit about you and dragging you the same day. So it could be a part of his dual personalities, my opinion. But they say, no, they fell out before that, before Tasha K. What was the original thing? I don't remember what the original thing was. They talk about it here. They talked a lot, so we ain't gonna be able to catch all of this. We just get a little bit.
You called Nika at night, and she said I was cool with King because I was against you. Did she admit that to you?
No.
So you just assumed that.
But Nika Knight and I have had our own conversations that I'm not going to tell you about, but we definitely had a conversation.
I just want to nip it in the bud. Did she team up with
the
King
difference
to get back at you?
The difference is we had our conversation. She explained to me where she was coming from, where she felt slighted. I told her where I felt slighted. We got cool. Things changed. It never was no more problems. Daytime, everybody. So once we've acknowledged the issue and we come back and it's cool, I don't care if she's cool with King Payne. I don't care now because...
Okay, so everybody say that the beef sector, we all mentally ill and all we do is beef, right? And Armon Wiggins says it's pennies in beefing all the goddamn time, right? They all criticize the beef sector. What I'm just recognizing is they all beef sector, honey. That sector there, they just lifted off 5 people they done fell out with. Virtually everybody who is doing what they're doing over there. I don't know that they even have a name over there, but they beef just like everybody else beefs, honey. When you go over here to these holding this, what do you call that? Cardinal Church sector, the place where Thais and St. James and King Jives and what's the other one? Whatever, that whole group, they all beefing with each other. And some of their beefs have been epic. Now, they may try to stick to the other stuff, but they come back to the same thing. There's something about beefing on this damn internet. And this is one of the classics here. So we don't know anything's going to change after this beef. I think at some point, Armon Wiggins hangs up on him. He keeps telling people how he don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Fuck you. It devolves into that. Let's see what y'all say. We have some history over here. But now in Atlanta, everybody seemed to get along with Wiley. They brought him in just like they brought in that girl. What's the one that got beat up? They brought Wiley in like that, right? So have some drama. We'd already started the groups talking. They held him back. And then they brought him in like a surprise because nobody knew Wiley was going to be there. And instead of everybody jumping on Wiley, right, Nicole Tyler was the woman who was having all these problems. The conversation stayed with Nicole Tyler, and people seem to like him. He has personality. I guess he separates what we would call the bullshit from, he doesn't take it very seriously. Wiley does a thing called roasting. It's not reading, it's roasting. So he allows himself to make up anything. Anyway, I just felt like it was interesting. I know they've been talking about each other for since I've been on her 7 years. I didn't realize I've been her longer than them. But they said they go back 5 or 6 years, you know. Y'all think that Wiley is in love with Armon Wiggins? Or does he have a crush on him? He's been doing everything he could. He keeps saying, oh, you blocked me. You won't let me come over. You won't let me come over. You let them come over. They said they're going to beat you up. They said they're going to beat you up and they approach you in the bar and you still forgave them. Why did you take a picture? It sounds like jealousy to me, baby. Right? This other guy, he's a young guy too. They on there smiling and grinning. Y'all can go over there to Armon Wiggins' community page. There was a beef, I think it was about a month ago. And now Armon Wiggins over there saying he made up with Tasha K. I don't see no evidence of it. You know, when I think of him, I mean, I'm not a regular. I don't follow celebrities like that. But when I hear him, every time I hear his voice, it's always Tasha K. So according to Wiley, they done made up too. How can you make up with her? You ain't make up with me. I didn't punch you. I didn't try to attack you. I didn't fight with your husband. Why you let everybody back but me? Where's the kindness? Where's the loving kindness? So Wiley, you got your Christmas present, honey. This boy then came on your page and stayed for what? Was it 45 minutes? They went on it for a long time. Do y'all miss Wiley and his foolishness? Haven't caught a life in forever. Hi, Kenitha Russell. Good to see you again. It's Soul Sister #1 show. Didn't they fall out because Wiley? Okay. Oh, I'm behind. I ain't making no sense. Oh, man. Armon has implied in the past that Wiley was his stalker, didn't he? He sure sounds like it. He sure sounds like he's been jealous, but they have all kind of complications because at some point Wiley was in a mental hospital. He had a breakdown, right? And Armon Wiggins had reached out to him or at least accepted his call, right? That was their tender moment. But soon after that, Armon Wiggins interviewed Wiley's mother. Now, initially, I thought, wait a minute, that's crossing the line, honey. You weren't involved in somebody's mama. That's crossing the line. But then as I listened to this beef of theirs, I see that no, Wiley requested that Armon Wiggins, almost forced him, but I don't know how he gonna force him to do something, to interview his mother. Wiley wanted the interview to happen, right? And apparently some things were said that Wiley has never really forgiven him for, or that's how he feels. I don't know why people can't just leave these families and stuff out of this mess. Apparently, Wiley was taking some heavy artillery after that stint in the mental hospital and that library incident. What's going on, Nikki B? Park, I can't say your name. I don't know how to say it. Pakachu, you know who you are. Hello, how you doing? Now, I don't know Wiley to mess with people, but the beef sector, they got to have beef. No, Wiley, you don't remember when he was over here, honey. Look at some old videos. That boy rained terror on the beef sector, child. And the thing was that almost nobody over here would accept him, right? He was always having problems because people would not accept it. I think Brianna Simone is the one who still has him on her chat. I don't have a problem with Wiley. I think he's an amusing character sometimes, most of the time, so he gets off into all these lies and stories. But yeah, he used to ring hell over here. He would just make up stuff. He didn't care. And no one would allow him do anything with him or let him on their page, right? That's why they were supposed to get me. Also, he's supposed to be the surprise guest in Atlanta because they thought they were going to have a big blow up. Everybody going to express their disdain for the Wiley Show. But it didn't go down like that. Thank you, Soul Sister #1 show. Yes, Lord. What's going on, Nikki B? Do you love Wiley too? Some people love him, some people hate. I don't. It seems like everybody can get a following over here. If Jay Wilson can have a following, honey, anybody can, right? So I guess that part is not amazing, but let's see what these numbers are. Wiley said he does so much better. I don't know that he does. They have been this interview thing took place 8 hours ago, and he got 3,000 views. 3,000 views. That's right. That's about where he's usually at anyway. He usually hits in between 1,000, 3,000 views. That's what most people over get, really. But I don't see where he's making all these great, tremendous advances since he left the beef sector. It's just a different kind of entertainment. I mean, you got 30 people over there covering the same stuff. And he seems to feel like the leaders are Armon Wiggins and Tasha K. He keeps telling Armon how big he is, what a big YouTuber he is, kind of thing, right? So maybe they're in competition because they started this together at the same time. I don't get the vibe that Armon Wiggins has ever been attracted to Wiley physically. I don't get that impression at all. I think this is a case of unrequited love. The beef sector is where Wiley made his money first. Then he was able to branch out. Yeah, this is where he makes his market. I mean, he basically is still doing the same kind of stuff over there. He turning the entertainment sector into the, what do they call that? Is that black entertainers or something? There's got to be a name for all these different sectors. They're YouTubers. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know that he's ever getting rich over here. Wiley used to work for nursing homes and so forth when he was here. Then he went back to working for nursing homes over there when the money wasn't flowing like he thought it would. And now I believe he works at Walmart. So he's always kept a job pretty much all the time. His goal, I mean, his ambition, like most people on here, a lot of people on here should say, was to be able to support himself just by being a YouTuber. That didn't happen, but he still is drawn to it. I mean, we do it because we like it, really. I don't know why they can't say, listen, Armon, here it is. I've been wanting to suck you since, excuse me. Excuse me. That's just a little salt and sugar. Y'all gonna see the color purple, the new color purple? My church, they all going together. I don't like movie theater. The new, when did it begin? The 15th? Somewhere around there. You don't care for him either? Well, after you realize that it's going to be bullshit, I go over there for, that's how I ended over there today, for a chuckle, but it's never more than a chuckle. You can never get your news from somebody like Wiley. Now, if he's reporting, they still talking about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, well, these 3 or 4 people, they talk incessantly about them. And this is what this conversation devolves into as well. I think Wiley is somewhat jealous because sometimes on the fringes, Armon might be at a party with these people, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or whatever. And Wiley has never gotten to that place. And he feels like he's being blocked. I mean, I don't know what you can say to him. I've tried many times to tell him to stop lying, Wiley. You stop lying, you might actually, be able to maintain an audience. But some people like him. I mean, somebody likes everybody, honey. Somebody loves him, babe. Whoa, oh, oh. Somebody loves him, babe. Y'all know who they are. That's for you, Nikki B. Mm-hmm. Auntie Hammy is a mess. I recently found her channel. Ooh. Auntie Hammy, don't come over here no more. Honey, me, who else read her? Was it 5 Babe? It might have been Deanna. I forget. Some people, honey, she came over here one time dragging her ass over here. She took her ass over here by mistake, right? Because there's a guy in another sector who watches mostly these entertainment people. His name was Uncle Tim. So she started reading Uncle Tim, right? I took that to mean this bitch reading me. So we had to let her have it. This is at the time when she was working that old white guy. The white guy is no longer in the picture. He was obviously a trick of hers. She would drop her titties on his head and everything else, right? This man was some kind of problems. She would dress him up in drag. She would call him, make him go on stage looking a fool. He's no longer there. But after we got in that ass, she never came back. She had to realize, oh, this is the wrong sector. There's another Uncle Tim. To be over there with the official King Payne and that group. Not a fan of Wiley or Jay Wilson. They used to go, Jay Wilson wanted to try to block him out over here, honey. I think a big part of the problem is these people trying to get on every day. So if there's no news, they'll just make it up, right? That's what Wiley would do. There should be a law against singing. You better go over there and tell your friend Jay Wilson that. They go, all right, we're going to arrest your punk ass. You howl one more note. It's legal in California, Nikki B. I did hear there's a part 3. A part 3 of The Color Purple? Well, there's a whole new Color Purple production movie. It's got Cookie in it. Taraji B. Henson. She's in it. I'm not sure the other actors in it, but I believe it premieres the 15th in the theaters. I hope they won't just use the same dialogue. That frustrates me when they do remakes every few years, because the young crowd don't know anything about The Color Purple. It's one of the best, I think, one of the best black movies ever made. But they don't know anything about it, right? So sometimes when they remake stuff, they have two options. It can either make it word for word, other actors just playing out those roles, or they can come up with new commentary. I mean, new dialogue. Hopefully they'll do that. Change some things around a little bit. How's there part 3? Oh, there was a play, The Color Purple as well. That'll be part 2. Oh, you mean the book? Okay. There's a part 3 book written. Okay, haven't heard about that. But the movie comes out in a week or so. Baby, would you please? Justin, you wish they would stop making remakes of movies until the original viewers have died off. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Well, some movies, they've made many renditions of it. I mean, The Wiz is not original. That's come Wizard of Oz. And then Star is Born. I think they made that 4 times. Just depends on the creativity of the people remaking these things. I just get frustrated. I don't even make it past the first scene or two if they're just going to read the script like the original. That doesn't work for me. You got to update things. Like they got to remix all these damn TV shows, Dynasty, Dallas, and all those things. They all have remakes, but we're not interested. We've already seen it. So that's for the young people, right? They know it was a success the first time. So why wouldn't it be a success with people still? A whole different crowd. People in their 20s, they weren't even born when The Color Purple was made. They tried to give that production the blues. I think Motown produced it. They wanted to see Dorothy looking just like the Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. I mean, it's just people are different. I mean, The Wiz has very little to do with The Wizard of Oz, you know. Diana Ross was supposed to be a 33-year-old school teacher. And of course, the original Dorothy was a little girl, I think 13 years old. I love The Wiz, though. I thought it was a great reproduction. They didn't try to copy. They just enhanced. 5 years after the original, that's too close. Y'all see the remake of Shaft, Superfly? They even remade all the exploitation movies. I don't know if they brought back Blackula, but we just saw, what was that, Willie Dynamite? You only found 2 movie remakes that were good. Which one were those? Which ones? I suspect a lot of the stuff that we see now are remakes. I mean, it might have been from 2 generations ago. I've bumped into that many times, like that Star is Born with Barbra Streisand. I think that had already been made twice. And then they made it again with Lady Gaga. So, since the #1 show, which ones was good? Be quiet, Squeenie. You like Blackula? Angry bus driver like Blackula, honey. Yeah, they call them exploitation movies because back then, when they weren't even making movies with black people, then they went into these exploitation movies where basically all of the stars of the shows were all criminals. They were a pimp, they were drug dealers. Blackula was a vampire, of course, but they were always about the street life. They wrote the street life, ba boom boom, but you better not get old. Street light, ba-boom, boom. Are you gonna feel the cold? You let the people see just who you wanna be. And every night you shine just like a superstar. Street life. Baby, them were different kind of days, honey. We weren't working at IBM and all these fancy jobs then. Then the emphasis was on, they thought black life meant ghetto life. Right? And it was very big to be, from the hood. That's what they wanted to write about. I like the Mac. Goldie. Now, I think a pimp is the most despicable character on earth, right? But I think gangsters are too. Hell, I'm watching Sopranos again now. I had to sign up for it, but I must have watched that whole series at least 6 times. But every couple of years, I go watch it again. But I ain't got no desire to be cracking people in the head with baseball bats and all that kind of shit. It's just entertainment. It should have been Stephanie Mills, but Diana Ross was banging Barry. So you think it should have been Stephanie Mills? Stephanie Mills did the play, right? It would have been good either way. I like Diana Ross. Diana Ross was a superstar back then. I liked her. I liked her in I like Diana Ross in Lady Sings the Blues as well. And I liked her in Mahogany. Right? She could have been a great actress, but her primary thing was singing. The singing. Make it stop. I can't take it. I can't take it. Yes, you can. Shut the fuck up. Lady sang the blues. She got 'em bad. She feels so sad. Wants the world to know just what her blues is all about. Nikki, the blues ain't nothing but a pain in your heart. When you got a bad start, you and your man have to part. New metal. I don't know damn new metal. I don't know no damn metal, baby. Hi, Driving Stronger. Diving Stronger. Marie B. Nicky B don't mean no harm. He likes to come over here and antagonize me about my singing, honey. That only motivates me. I said, ooh, let me think of a good song, honey. No, my singing is not getting no worse. It's just as bad as it was in high school when I thought I was going to be the next Al Green. Ooh, I shouldn't say that name. You talk about some singing, honey. I used to be up in the window with my brush. I'm going to be Al Green. Limp Bizkit. Ooh, I used to like Limp Bizkit. What was that big song they had? I feel like shit and been treated like shit. I just might break something tonight. I'm like a chainsaw. Oh, I'll rub your ass raw. And then my day keeps going like this. I just might break your fucking face tonight. Give me something great. Would that hold you? I used to like that guy, Trent Reznor, too. I want to fuck you like an animal. I want to make your body come. These are beautiful lyrics, honey. You thought it was superb, Diving Stronger? It's better than Jay Wilson. It is at least the same. and without no damn master's degree. I got a master's degree in singing. Can we see it? Oh, call the school. Call the school. Why you gotta call the school? Didn't they give you a copy of your degree, girl? Mm-hmm. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna gotta be respectful to the ladies. They don't like all that talk. You eclectic too? Mm-hmm. I liked all kind of music when I was younger. I mean, most of the stuff I remember though is from way back when. 9 Inch Nails. That was Trent Reznor, right? My main guy was David Bowie. I used to love David Bowie. I used to love his music. Mm-hmm. Let's dance. Put on your red dress and dancing shoes. Let's swing, sway to the sound. And if I say run, you say run, I'll run with you. And if you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you will break us all in two. You should come. That was in the disco era. David Bowie had the power to change. He changed constantly his sound, his music. Not one album sounds necessarily like the other one. Some albums sounds like hard rock. Some sound soulful, like with Fame and Young American. Right? He was constantly changing his sounds. He even had this strange music towards the time that he passed away. I didn't get into that. That was about 20 years later. Oh my God, look who's here. Bashful B. Oh my goodness. Hi, Bashful B. You still bashful? Good to see you. Merry Christmas. So I wonder if all these people are going to start making up, honey, because of Christmas season. Why in the hell did Armon Wiggins show up on Wiley's show for over close to an hour? Why did he do that? He didn't have to do that. He said he'd never make an appearance on this show. He said he'd never invite him on his show. He said he blocked him. He said, I want to be blocked over there. Hey, Charles Dodson. Just dropping in to say hello. I am getting home from work and noticed that you were live. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Charles Dodson. Good to see you as well. Neil Young, constantly changed. I don't remember what Neil Young sang. I remember Tom Jones was the one. Did he have a similar style to Tom Jones? You don't watch Wiley, but I love you and Armon. Oh, you like Armon. It's just a matter of choosing personalities. It's very similar to reality, you know. People like who they like. I don't know why anybody like Jay Wilson, but I have to accept that some people do. Some people find all that silly, catty-ass foolishness funny. He says he's funny. I'll be saying, really? When does it start, girl? All right, I just saw him as a silly-ass square, girl. What are your holiday plans? I don't have any. The same group that meets over here for Thanksgiving, some years they have it at their apartments and some years they don't. Well, the last few years because of COVID kind of thing. So far I haven't been invited anywhere. But if not, I'll just get together with my best friends, you know. I only do one holiday a year though here. You don't dislike Wiley, just not a watcher. Sometimes you get him just right, he can be funny. I've always found him slightly amusing, but he always drifts off into stuff, insults that don't need to be hurled at people. You know, they talk about dead people and parents, and I'm not with all that. I don't think it's necessary. I think you would like a needle and the damage by Neil. A Needle and the Damage by Neil Young. He had a song called A Needle and the Damage. No, I don't think that don't sound like my lyrics. I don't want nothing to do with no damn needles, child. I am enjoying writing my new story though. It's about the real life. Well, a lot of them start off with the real life kind of thing, and soon after that, you get your new characters, and they kind of take over. I'm already at the takeover part in chapter 2, but you know, a lot happened out there in them streets. So, but I don't like nothing doing needles. When I'm watching a movie and they show people shooting up and all that, turn it off, baby. This is not for me. Have I ever heard of a singing duo called Sweet and Innocent? Nope. When they from? What period are they from? 70s, 80s, 90s? I think I stopped listening to music initially in the 80s. The disco took over any real R&B singing. Disco took over for a while. And then I got into a little bit of a rap for mood in the 2000s when I stopped doing dope. But I didn't never know any of the words or anything like that. Most of these old songs from the 70s. The song is about someone seeing all his friends die from being addicts. Ooh, and he doesn't have the power to stop it. That's what the Neil Young song's about? Lord have mercy. That's what my book's going to be about, too. This one, I don't know if it's going to be in the natural or are we going to throw a ghost in there or some kind of spirit. Some of my books are about spiritual beings like the Epiphany. Or just going to be niggas killing each other. I don't know. But somebody is killing the meth monsters at the Viking Hotel. It's based on a real hotel. Is a little too white. Maybe Neil Young is a little too white for me. No, he ain't white. It was David Bowie. He's white as a ghost, honey. I listen to primarily R&B. I mean, back in the day, honey, we didn't have no FM radio, so our choices were limited. I can remember when FM came to Indiana, we finally had a black station, but I always liked a variety of music back then. You know, it's strange, but you love music when you're young, in your 20s, early teens, early 20s. No, teens all the way to your early 30s. I think is that those songs will stick with you. You see some of these old guys in 90 and 100 years old, they're still singing the same songs they sang when they're in high school, right? Something about the brain just absorbs it more then. Maybe that's why they want you to get your education then, where your brain is absorbing so much. You do have the perfect singing voice for Norwegian death metal, though. They don't have to sing, right? They just scream. Very nice to visit Tim. Is comfortable meeting with this subscriber. Yeah, I'm here. I don't mind meeting people. It's international. Let me see. All right, that's what you do. You gonna come to San Francisco, Charles Dawson? Don't be shy. Call me up. There's a man with a job. Yeah, some of the ladies, I don't know what happened with the ladies. Oh, it was a lady, I believe she's a nurse, and she called me one time. She said her and her friends from church were coming to San Francisco, and could we meet up? And they said, we want to take you to dinner, right? And she even brought me this package, which showed me all this different stuff, sugar-free stuff that would be healthy for me, right? She gave it to me. We had a lovely time, lovely meal in the Castro and all things like that. And then I just lost touch with her. I think she said she was calling me on my home phone and I had her blocked. Well, nobody's blocked on my home phone. It's just that I don't use it. It's usually unplugged. Anyway, young lady, it'd be good to hear from you again. It's about the character, Tony Soprano, when he was young. His suave uncle was the father of Christopher Montesanti before Chris was born. Honey, I just love that show. The acting is so good. The writing is excellent. This guy, David Chase, who produced it. Sometimes you don't know if it's because the actors are better or the writing is better or the directing is better. Sometimes it is the directing, right? I love that Carmela Soprano. She would get so frustrated with her husband. They're all good, but they're all murderers. It's the only problem. Most of them. It's for next year. Okay. Late summer, early fall. Yeah, call me up, Charles Dawson. I'll send you my number. I can go show you the Castro. I barely even go over there anymore. I only live the next stop down from downtown Castro. When I was young, that was the spot, honey. We lived in L.A. We would come to San Francisco. Don't even get a hotel room. We would go out party on Friday night, and we would party all the way through Sunday. When we want to go to sleep, we would go to sleep in the bathhouse. Those were the days, honey. Now, since I haven't been in the club in years and years. Yeah, they did do something recently with The Sopranos. I didn't like it. I think it's called All Saints of Newark. It's right now on Netflix. Want to see it? But it wasn't like, it was like their beginnings. Tony Soprano as a little kid, a lot of ethnic type stuff. I didn't like it. Sleep in the bathhouse? Yeah, you get a room in the bathhouse, honey. As long as you didn't take too many drugs, girl. If you take too many drugs, you'll be up from Friday all the way through Saturday. We all get a chance to be young, right? Yeah, they outlawed bathhouses here. We don't have them no more. When HIV came, it's one of the first things they did: close all the bathhouses. Those were the days. Is that good? Soul Sister #1 show. The real gangster movie is and always will be Once Upon a Time in America. Now that's on, I forget what it's on. It's on one of them shows right now. Is it Netflix or Amazon Prime? I said, what didn't I start? I started to watch it and something, maybe I watched it years and years ago. Because is that the one where Robert De Niro is a bus driver and his son get hooked up with the gangsters? They using him for a runner. Is that the one? I'm gonna watch that again. Make sure I haven't seen it. I always see it listed, but then I say, "Oh, I already saw that." Some things you can only watch one time, and that's it. So you recognize, "Oh, I've seen this before." I do that a lot, but some of them has been long enough. You can watch them over and over again. Oh. Maybe we'll meet David as well, Charles Dawson. I did not like how it ended. Oh, you didn't like the way Sopranos ended? Girl, that's the worst ending. For that great show for 6 years, damn near that Paulie character, where he choked out the old lady for her money. That show was so good, but I don't know who in the hell came up with the ending. They didn't even have an ending. You just kind of drifted off. Maybe they were planning for a sequel. That's why they didn't end it. But that's one of the worst, most disappointing scenes I ever seen. episodes that I've ever seen on there. But that's still my favorite movie of all time. My favorite TV show of all time. Okay, that movie is for rent or buy. What's the amount of time in America? Sometimes it's for sale on one thing, like it'll be on here on YouTube Premium, and there'll be you got to pay for it, and then you go somewhere else like this 2-buy thing, and it's free. So you got to look around, put it in every search engine. You know, Netflix, be on Netflix. Of course, that goes with your Netflix. But that Amazon, I don't like the way they do business because they charge you. They charge you for the service, right? Supposed to give you next day's deliveries and all that, and you get all these movies. But then you click on the movie and you still got to pay for the movie. And then with the Sopranos things, I had to pay for this. What's it on? I forget. Max. It's called Max. So I pay for Amazon, then I pay for Max, and then they still got commercials. Well, damn, when you have run commercials, you're not supposed to charge anything. Anyway, right now it's on an introductory thing. You only pay $3.99 a month. And then after the 2 months, it goes to $9.99. So I just went on there for The Sopranos. I don't know. I could have just as easily signed up for on HBO. It's always on there. Carlito's Way. Yep, I like that one too, honey. Al Pacino. Carlito. Scarface. Carlito. All kind of gangsters. My main black one was American Gangster. Denzel Washington. That was good. About what's his name? Bumpy. A Bronx Tale. Yeah, a lot. I mean, we have some classic gangster movies, but a lot of the old ones, if you get gangster movies that you never heard of before, there's probably a reason why you never heard of them before, because a lot of them are really bad, and they're all the same characters. I mean, they're having Italian actors. I guess they're limited in New York City because they keep using the same people over and over again every movie. But I think probably the best gangster movie was Goodfellas for me. Most people would say it was Godfather. Well, Godfather came first, of course, and that was also good. 1, 2, and I even like 3. But Goodfellas, I think, was had the best dialogue, best story. The new season of Fargo is good so far. So there's a series called Fargo. Now I've only seen the movie. It started off as a movie. That was good. I think I did see that it is now a series. A lot of these things become movies. They start off as books, then they become movies, then they become plays, then they become series. You know, it's like they're just afraid to come up with new stories. Maybe now that the writer's strike is over, we can get some new material. I almost lost interest in Netflix altogether because it seems like every voice was dubbed and there was nothing new. I said, well, damn, I've seen everything on here. It seems unreasonable, but it's the truth. I at least started to watch it. But the reason is they haven't been writing any new stuff. So when they get back into production, in a few months, they should get a whole slew of new material. Let me see. Yes, Nikki, considering it was made in 1975, the movie was well done, and Diana Ross and Billy Day Davis. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Lady Sings the Blues? Charles Dawson? That's another favorite, honey. Give me a pig foot and a bottle of beer. Yeah, Diana Ross still performs. She's got to be what, 80? I'm 65, so she got to be well into her 70s. But she certainly had her day. Diana Ross was the shit, honey. Love taught me who was the boss. I was so sure. Now, of course, me as being a little decorator baby, I like it's my house and I live here. There's a welcome mat at the door. And if you come on in, you're going to get much more. There's my chair. I put it there. Everything you see is with loving care. Mhm. You say you want to move in with me. Hold on a minute. I got to turn off the baby's thing. Look at him going crazy. Why are you going crazy, boy? That's his buzzer to go out to pee-pee. Come on, you ding-ding. I'm going crazy, Daddy. Come on, turn it off. I don't like the noise. Turn the noise off, Daddy. Okay. All right, peoples. I got to take this baby dog out here to pee. We having the rainy season that started here. So it's dark already, even though it's only 4:30. So what happened with my decorator friends? Let me tell you. When I was here, when I had Thanksgiving, I had to move my 2 chairs, these on the ends, right? So I can have 2 chairs in back. And I discovered, well, I like the way it looks like that, right? But then there's an empty space behind the table. So I said, okay, I use folding chairs for that. So now coming tomorrow or the next day, I got a settee, which is in the same style as the Louis XIV chairs. And I'm going to leave those there and put the settee on the back. I don't need a setting for 6. I just like the aesthetic of it. But that was totally by accident. I discovered that a round table, I never had a round table before. A round table, you think it is smaller, but actually it's bigger. It sits comfortably, and you're all looking at each other, right? So I like it better. But even when things are perfect, I still find a way to spend my money. It is what it is. Thank y'all for coming on in. We're going to take this child out here where he pee. Oh, let me show you a new haircut. Come on, ding dong. See how cute my baby look. He looks so different. Come on. Come on. Get him up here. My baby got his haircut. I always show it. Hi, baby. Look over there. I ain't looking there like that. I don't like it. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? What you doing? See, he's bald-headed. What you doing? Look like a little mouse. Hi, people. Put the paw up there. Hi, people. How you doing? Aren't those the most beautiful paws you ever seen? I got to take him out. Y'all have a wonderful Monday and a new week. Happy holidays. Talk to you later.